The Leopard is a richly detailed and thought-provoking novel that captures the decline of the Sicilian aristocracy during the Risorgimento, a period of Italian unification in the 19th century. Written by Giuseppe Tomasi di Lampedusa, the novel is both a historical narrative and a profound exploration of societal transformation, personal identity, and the inevitability of change. At its center is Prince Fabrizio, a Sicilian nobleman whose life and world are upended by the sweeping social and political changes of the time. The story begins in 1860, as Garibaldi's redshirts advance through Sicily, heralding the end of the old feudal order and the unification of Italy under a modern, centralized government. Prince Fabrizio, a man of deep intellect and brooding introspection, represents the old aristocracy. He is a towering figure in his family, respected and revered, yet deeply aware of the waning power of his class. His family resides in their grand estate, a symbol of their historical prestige, but one that increasingly feels like a relic of a bygone era. The prince is caught between loyalty to his traditions and the recognition that change is inevitable. His nephew, Tancredi, symbolizes the new order. Tancredi, young and ambitious, aligns himself with the unification movement, famously declaring, "If we want things to stay as they are, things will have to change." This paradox encapsulates the novel's central theme, the paradoxical necessity of change to preserve continuity. Tancredi's marriage to Angelica, the beautiful and vivacious daughter of a wealthy but cross-bourgeois family, marks another significant shift. Angelica's family represents the rising middle class, whose wealth and influence are beginning to eclipse that of the old aristocracy. Their union is a pragmatic alliance that reflects the blending of the old and new orders, yet it also underscores the erosion of the traditional values and elegance that the prince holds dear. As the novel progresses, Fabrizio becomes increasingly disillusioned. He recognizes the futility of resisting the tide of history and the superficiality of the emerging social order, yet he also feels powerless to stop it. His reflections are tinged with melancholy and resignation as he observes the decline of his family's influence and the fading grandeur of their way of life. The narrative concludes with the prince's death, a poignant moment that symbolizes the end of an era. His demise is juxtaposed with the survival of his family name, albeit in a diminished and transformed form. The final chapters shift to decades later, depicting the decline of the Sicily family and the physical decay of their estate, underscoring the ephemeral nature of human grandeur and the relentless passage of time. Through its evocative prose and richly drawn characters, The Leopard captures the complexities of historical transition and the human experience of change. It is a meditation on mortality, legacy, and the interplay between tradition and modernity, offering a timeless reflection on the nature of societal evolution. The novel remains a masterpiece of historical and literary fiction, celebrated for its poetic depth and profound insights.